host, Tiffany Chung, your go-to for all things marketing, mindset, and manifestation. I grew my online business from 0 to beyond 6 figures in 8 months. My purpose is to empower women to step into the highest, most aligned versions of themselves. If you are ready to take charge of your life, learn how to design a wildly successful business, and leave limiting beliefs behind, you've come to the right place. You will learn the actionable tips and step-by-step strategies on money, manifestation, and social media. It's time to step into your role as boss, to raise your vibration, and tap into your unlimited potential today. Welcome to the Social Reset Podcast. Hi, everyone, and welcome back to the Social Reset Podcast. Today, I want to introduce to you my brand new offer, which I'm so excited about because this is something I've been teasing on my stories for weeks and something I've been working on for even longer than that, and then integrating and transmuting in my body and just in my own business, in my own life for months to honestly years, but more actively within the past year, I would say, the past year and a half or so. And that is around the concept and topic and ideal of pleasure. And so this offer is the pleasure room. And there are so many different rooms in the business world that are really focused on sales and strategy and action and go, go, go and the hustle and the grind. But what I wasn't seeing at all was the conversation of pleasure and business together. Now, you've heard me talk about this a couple of times on the podcast. I have several episodes on sensuality and sexuality and pleasure. A couple episodes back, I talked about how committing to your sensual pleasure makes you magnetic. I talked about connecting to your sensuality to create pleasure in all areas of your life. So that was a couple episodes back. And then a couple months back, I made an episode on sacred sex and just tapping into your sexuality, which has been really beautiful, manifesting through your orgasm, divine femininity. And this is something I've sprinkled into my business, both behind the scenes and also through my content publicly, and something I'm really excited to share with all of you. And you all know, if you've been following me for a while, I don't do anything in my business that doesn't feel in alignment. I don't do anything in my business that doesn't feel like a full, complete 100% fuck yes. And so you know that when I put something out there, it is a full body fuck yes. Like, it feels so good in my bones and in my soul, and is something that needs to be birthed into the world. So the pleasure room is all about attracting fuck yes clients and having higher cash months and manifesting essentially whatever it is you desire in your business or even in your life through a state of pleasure. So what I've seen over the years is, and I've been in so many different business containers and courses, and I've worked with different mentors there. I see these two scales, right? There's a scale with the action, the strategy, the wounded masculine that's literally spilling over. We spend so much time talking about taking action and doing the things and moving forward and pushing and hustling. And there's just a lot of there's a lot of energy that is in the wounded masculine, and there isn't enough that's spoken about the feminine and pleasure and rest and listening to your intuition and dropping into your body. That scale is deficient, right? It's not something we think about when we go into business. It's not something that we were taught when we went into business in the first place, right? We typically see our parents hustling really hard, working really, really hard, and not taking breaks for themselves, which causes us to also think that if we want to, if we want to have a successful business and if we want to experience success, then we also have to show up in that way too. So this generation of overworking and hustling and, being really disconnected from our bodies just gets passed down over and over and over. And so that's what we see. That's what we see a lot. We get really disconnected from our inner wisdom, from our guidance. We've been taught to make decisions from logic in our heads, right? And this does work for men's energy cycles. So the male energy cycle recharges every 24 hours. But for women, our energy comes in waves. When we bleed, when we're on our periods, we are more tired, and when we're ovulating we have a different type of energy, and our energy comes in waves. It's not meant to be go 24/7. That's unsustainable, right? But because we live in a world that is created by so many masculine structures and by men, right, typically neurotypical white cis het men, then we've taught and forced our bodies to operate in ways that are not actually aligned with our unique energetic coding. So beyond the fact that women have these, waves that come and ebb and flow, we also each have our individual energetic makeup. And this goes beyond like what you're thinking of, human design or your natal chart. Those are just ways of understanding it. But this is something that you can tap into without needing to look at a chart. So the pleasure room was designed for us to step in, and the only goal ever is to feel pleasurable. And who this is designed for is truly anyone who feels the pull and feels drawn to this work, but it is also for the woman who doesn't just want to deeply connect with her sensuality and pleasure. She wants to let it lead her. She wants to understand and decode her body's sensations, and really be able to drop in and listen and be guided, and speak that language, right? This might be a woman who's looking around to others before making decisions, but she wants to be able to drop into her body and honor her body's sensations, because your body is so wise. It knows, it holds the codes to knowing. Even beyond our lifetime and within our past lives, it holds all of these codes and all of this wisdom. This might also be a woman that's been hustling and forcing in her business and wants to attract and magnetize her clients through a state of pleasure. And there is a link between your pleasure and manifestation. You are able to manifest at a much more efficient and higher and even faster rate when you are spending time in your pleasure and when you're honoring your sensuality. You literally become this magnet that is electrified and supercharged when you are spending time being turned on in your life, not just sexually, but just energetically, through joy, through happiness, through ecstasy, through euphoria, right? What creates that in your life? What creates that euphoric feeling for you? So inside the pleasure room, you get a mini course with pre-recorded modules. You get 4 bonus hot seat coaching calls led by me. So those are taught live. Those are also trainings as well, so training and coaching. You get some delicious integrative pleasure rituals and energetic practices that are going to be super juicy for you to integrate what you're learning, to drop into your body, ranging from someone who has literally, pleasure feels foreign to them, all the way to exercises that, really, really deepen your self-intimacy. You're going to access a conscious private sisterhood community on Slack. You're also going to get lifetime access to all of this. I have ADHD, and so I know what it's like to try to gather all the information on one live call, especially if it's not recorded. And if I can't access it again, it's just too much. It's too much. So everything's typically always lifetime access, any offer you join of mine, so that you can go through it and go through at your own pace. So right now, the price is at $888. And you do have a payment plan option. So if you want to do 2 payments of $444, that is available for you as well. And I'm really excited for all of you to access this incredible course and live coaching component that we're going to be stepping into together. It's going to be a really beautiful container. It's going to be a really beautiful experience for anyone who wants to deepen their work inside their their relationship with their sensuality, and really dropping into understanding their body's sensations, opening up themselves to receive more abundance, more clients, higher cash months in their business, and doing this through a state of pleasure. And it's going to be really, really beautiful. It's going to really take you to that next level in your sensuality. I'm going to end with a quote from Martha Graham that I actually found yesterday as I was finishing up some slides for a masterclass that I taught, which is actually the replay is available. So if you want to check that out, it's in the link in my bio. This is the quote. "There is a vitality, a life force, a quickening that is translated through you into action. And because there's only one of you in all time, this expression is unique. And if you block it, it will never exist through any other medium and be lost. The world will not have it. It is not your business to determine how good it is, nor how valuable it is, nor how it compares with other expressions. It is your business to keep it yours clearly and directly, to keep the channel open." And what I thought was so beautiful about this was my masterclass is called the Fuck Yes Portal. And what I see in every single one of us is a fuck yes portal, where we are led by our fuck yes. And when we open ourselves as portals through our pleasure, we experience and receive and download more fuck yes moments. And that's what I want in your life. I want you to live a turned on life. I want you to be able to say fuck yes, and for your body to say fuck yes all the time, every single day, and create these incredible moments in your business and in your life, and let that just be your new standard. Let that just be the way that you live your life. So if you're feeling the pull, I would love for you to join us inside the pleasure room. We are open for a few more days, and I would love to have you join us, integrate these beautiful pleasure trainings and rituals, and really step into a new era of being a pleasured woman. If you have any questions, feel free to DM me on Instagram at tiffanychung.co. And if you've listened this far, you get a little discount code for just being a podcast listener. This is only in the show notes of this podcast episode, and is not going to be, you're not going to see it in my stories. You're not going to see it anywhere else. So this is for my true Social Reset podcast listeners only. So you get a 10% off code, and that's in the show notes with the link to purchase. And the 10% off is available whether you're doing the payment plan or you're paying in full. And yeah, that's all I want to share with you all. Thank you so much for tuning into this amazing episode, learning about this incredible container. Any questions, DM me, and I hope to see you inside the pleasure room. I'll catch you on the next episode. Bye. Thank you so much for tuning in, and don't forget to subscribe. If this episode resonated with you, please take a screenshot, share it on your Instagram stories, and tag me at tiffanychung.co. I truly appreciate interacting with every one of you. Catch you all on the next one.